Alarm clock. How do you wake up a people when the alarm clock is broken? After the sit-ins in Louisiana, the marches in Montgomery, after the protests in Atlanta, Emmett Till in Mississippi, the four little girls in Alabama, the bombing in Oklahoma City, the syphilis experiments in Tuskegee. How do you wake up a people after all the race crimes and lynchings, segregation and beatings, miseducation, misleadings, false prophets, false teachings, too many gods, too much to believe in, so many signs but nobody sings, so many books but nobody's reading. Everybody's talking about equality but nobody's taking advantage of the opportunities given. Everybody wants their time to shine, but who's showing the light? Everybody's screaming revolution, but who's ready to fight? Everybody's screaming freedom, but who's really living what they write? It's like we living in a generation of misery. And it's a mystery why we haven't been able to break the chains of slavery, but then it occurred to me. If America is the master, then we are our own overseers. And since children only do what they see, it's okay to light that blunt cause daddy smokes weed. And since baby girl never seen her mama get tested, she slept with that guy who has HIV, it's time for us to wake up. It's like we're living in a daze, like we're only living for today. No stressing in the world, just smoke and drink it away. We get brownie points for doing things that are illegal. And the only way we're represented in the mainstream media is so poisonous, it's lethal. I often sit and think, how much worse could it be? Destroying the minds of our young black seeds. I guess it's always the innocent bystanders that get hurt in the end. Living a life in the pretend, in a false pretense with no sense. I guess that's how every story ends, until we rewrite it. Dr. King said it best. Freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor, but demanded by the oppressed.